want to say that things are going to be alleged, okay? Alleged. All right. But, okay, so first, I would like to say that I talked to Salah from the second or third day that Foodie landed, the first time she went to Kuwait, until I and Mr. Moo ended the online friendship. But anyway, recently, Salah started DMing me again, and Mr. Moo, and he said that, he messaged to Mr. Moo, and he said he wanted to talk to, wanted to message with me. He was, needed to speak with me. He was, it's with Foodie, so like, it's got to be hard. So it started off with him saying like, I don't know what to do. I'm running out of money. Like Foodie doesn't seem to be taking her job very seriously lately. In all honesty, this is what he said to me. So it's not marital bliss that's going on there. It really isn't. He's struggling. And she picks a fight every day. Every day. There's a fight. She's either leaving or he's leaving. She's coming back to Canada. She can't make up her mind. But seriously, the marriage is in trouble. I'm going to say this all allegedly because I was asked to keep it private, but I feel like she's hiding so much stuff from everybody that he's not happy where they are. I can tell you that. It's just, listen, I don't know about her bathing habits. In all honesty, I don't know anything about that. But I know that the one thing that Salah said to my husband was that Foodie is really impulsive and he doesn't know how to handle it. And that's the truth, guys. That's not a troll. When he was talking to Mr. Moo, he does not know how to handle her impulsivity. I think at first he was really trying. You guys have seen the progression of Salah, how it was, he was trying, I think, to like uphold the Muslim standards a bit in the beginning and those type of things. And I think that, I mean, I'm not up to date on this new apartment thing. The last thing that we spoke about was her impulsivity and how he's just really disheartened by it because he's had to let go of a lot of his Muslim beliefs in a sense because, he doesn't want her swearing and using bad language. And he wasn't at first either, but now he is. And, he did at one point want her to dress differently because he knows that she's getting teased for the way that she dresses. And if you don't think that it's a talking point between him and his guy friends, it truly is a talking point. Murad's wife is attractive. She's very attractive. And, she was very vague about that red room because, read into it. And that woman was very attractive. So I don't know about the meds. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say, oh, they're on meds, they're smoking pot, things like that, because I truly don't know the in and outs of Kuwait and their laws and things like that. But if she keeps reiterating they couldn't live together if they weren't married, things like that. But I can't imagine that Kuwait is going door to door asking for marriage certificates. I just don't see that happening. I don't believe she's there on a residency. I think this is why she's been kind of hinting that, that she misses Canada, wants to go back, because you can only stay for, I believe it's 90 days at a time, and then you have to leave the country. So if you remember the Nikocado arc when he was in, with Orlin, and he would have to leave the country, and it didn't matter where he went, he just had to leave that country. That's kind of where she is. So when she's talking about traveling to places like, Thailand or Syria or Saudi Arabia, this is because she has to leave Kuwait. She has to have on her passport that she left within those 90 days. And it doesn't really matter how long you're gone for. And I know this because my daughter is going through the process of going. And when she was coming back and forth, they've applied for their marriage license, or sorry, their fiance visa. So there's certain protocols with that. Now my son-in-law travels here and he stays for 10, 12 days at a time. And so, what I'm going to do for the DMs is I'm not going to show them on here right now because it'll be hard for you guys to see them. I'm going to do a short video so that you guys can pause and read them. Okay. So, and some of them are him talking back and forth with my husband. So, but in those DMs, you'll see that we ended the friendship. We said we were taking a step back. She was very upset with me that I wasn't there the night that BBJ was found out to be with FFG. But at the beginning, I felt like Salah was looking for advice from my husband. He was a very, he does not like her impulsivity. He doesn't like it when she's crass and rude and abrupt. He doesn't like that at all. I will say I knew about their perfume business long ago. I knew that it was going to go on Amazon. She showed me a sample of the perfume. So I knew all about that. I don't know what's going on with that because we have a storefront that's going to be based out of Pensacola, Florida. I said, are you interested? But I don't know the legitimacy of this because he's just looking to, I think, sell on Amazon. I think that's the ultimate goal. So this whole thing about this shisha, he did not want her at all to pick up the shisha, not one bit. But but she has to have something to be addicted to. So now it's the shisha. She's doing, if you remember, she could not live stream without smoking pot or taking an edible. So this has replaced that. Do I think that there's marijuana in it? No, I don't. But who knows? Who knows? She will not even leave the couch. So, and that's, you know, Salah wants to be adventurous, and this is hard for him. And he wants to come to Canada. He really, truly wants to come to Canada. And I think that, that they're trying really hard to portray the happy married couple, but there's not that flow. And the more they try, the bigger it looks, even though I think there is a form of legitimacy there. But it certainly isn't a traditional, typical married life. It's not. He's not happy with the way that she's behaving. He absolutely is not. It is the talk of his friends. And if you've noticed, there hasn't been talk from Allah or Murad, and there is reasons for that. I don't know the reasons for that, but I know that there's reasons for that. I know that there is stuff. But I think they're getting along better now. I think that's because he's given up and given in. And that's sad when a man loses that masculinity like that. It's so sad. Like, because that's she said she wanted that masculinity, and just having your man use your card, that's not masculinity. Like, honestly, okay, this is what I want to say about what his age is. I don't know. I don't have proof of his age. I tend to think he might be closer to 35. And I'm going to tell you why I say this. Remember when I got the DMs from the guys on the Instagram? The one guy said he was 23. When we chatted, there is no way that man was 23, even if he took the facial hair off. I think they're under this impression that the older, overweight women want the young, handsome men, so they age themselves down. And I think, especially if they have these like weird paperwork, and they can get away with it. I don't know. That's speculation on my part, but I speculate he's a bit older than 30. That's my speculation on it.
I'm tired of your presence. Dismissed.